Welcome to Breaking the Iceberg, Episode 6, the podcast where we explore the silliest icebreaker questions you've never heard before. This week, I've got my cousin Jay with us on today.
Woo!
How we doing, Jay?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. I have to tell you guys, if you have watched from Episode 1, you need to get an understanding of what this podcast is about. We're all about just having fun, doing silly icebreaker questions, and this is my co-leader in the Bible study that this all originated with. So huge shout out to Jay. Kind of started with her here. So real special episode for you guys today. Honestly, if you're tuning in for episode 6, you probably know what this show is all about. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Jay's already experienced a bunch of these questions before, so she knows what to expect. So honestly, this episode's just going to fit kind of the same format as previous ones. We're going to do one long drawn-out question, which is, in my opinion, more Sam-style question, but I understand There's a little bit more of a need, too, for some short, punchy one. So we're going to kind of do fast money after that, like in the previous episodes, except it'll be a little bit different. I'll get to that once we enter that section. Are you ready to begin?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right. Let me pull it up on my phone here just to make sure I deliver all the parts correctly here.
I've gotten to witness the full evolution of the Sam questions that started smaller and have grown to be very complex.
I was going to say evolution is a very good word for it, for sure.
Definitely.
Because I feel like some of the first questions were like one sentence, and now it's like a couple paragraphs minimum. Minimum.
There's a whole story.
Exactly.
Always.
That's what I'm saying. The big questions are like the more Sam-esque questions.
Very much.
It feels like we can't do a breaking the iceberg question without those long ones. So we got to start with that, you know? All right. Are you ready?
So ready.
All right. Question number 1. You have been given the task of painting an entire basketball court purple. Okay?
Okay.
And lucky for you, there is a swimming pool 10 feet from that basketball court that is full of purple paint for you to use.
Okay.
Okay? But there is one catch. You cannot step or touch on any part of the basketball court. Okay? Now, when I say basketball court, I mean just the bounds of the basketball court itself. So we're saying like out of bounds line, you can step on that. But once you're in bounds of the court, you cannot step on that. And you only need to paint all of the inbound section. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's not like the whole like gym or something like that. It's just the court. So here's how it works. You cannot step foot or touch any part of the basketball court, but you're going to be given items each hour. You can choose one item to use that can help you paint the court. Okay? So here's your option. Basically, so once per hour, you get to choose one of these items. Gain 1 duck. Gain 1 tennis ball.
Okay.
Gain 1 loaf of bread. Gain 25 feet of fishing string. And gain 1 empty pop can. Okay? So those are the 5 objects. I'll go through them again in a second for you. Okay. You can use this item to help you paint. Again, you cannot touch the court in any way possible. You get one of those items every hour, and it keeps building. So it's not like the one you had the previous hour goes away. You just get to keep continuing with those items. But again, you can't touch the court. So if one gets stuck on the court, you have to figure that out. But each night it resets. So all the items that are left on the court get back in your possession.
Okay.
You have 1 week to paint the whole court.
Okay.
Could you do it? And if you could, what would your strategy be to going about it? What items would you pick? How much a day would you work? That sort of thing.
Oh, my question was gonna be how long? Is there a time limit to how long I can work in a day?
You can work as much or as little as you want per day. Each hour you get 1 item. Okay. So even if you're sleeping or whatever, you can still like be like, oh yeah, it was 6 hours I slept, so I can get 6 new items for the next morning.
And I'm assuming those are the only items I can use, nothing else.
Yes, that's a good question. Only items you can use are those 5, and yeah, nothing else. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel like the ducks would be so hard because you have no control. A duck can just go and not come back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't want to put a string on a duck. I feel so bad about that. know. I feel like the strat that comes to mind is like I don't even know what I'd go for first. Can I just use my hands and like scoop and dump paint? Like, what do I do for the first hour? Do I get to start with an item?
Yeah, so first hour, I'll say you get one item to begin with.
Right off the bat.
And I'm gonna say you're allowed to do anything with your hands. Like if you want to just scoop up paint and like throw it, again, you're only gonna be like on the rim of the court here. Like you're not gonna be able to get deep in. But like, yeah, you could do that.
How good of a paint job we talking? Do I just have to cover it?
Just has to
That's
be
it?
covered. Does not have to look nice.
Okay.
By any means by that.
Okay. I think my strat, I feel like the first item I would go for is the paint can. So I could get a whole cup of paint to start. I might even, could I like no, that feels unsafe. Rip the lid off somehow. Like,
So the can is just a pop can.
yeah.
A pop
Like if I could just
can.
like take the top off so I could just have an open cup and I could just go scoop paint.
So this is what I'll say. You only have those items to use. So if you could
I do that with my hands?
If
I
you
feel
could
like
get
I'd
a
be-
duck to do that, I don't know, or rip it.
I'd end up cutting myself inevitably, but maybe it'd
Yeah.
be worth it.
But what is the difference? Like, I mean, I guess it would be a little nicer.
If
but
I use
like,
my hands, I'm just worried it'd like fall. But it's only 10 feet away, right?
the
Swimming pool is 10
yeah,
feet away.
the pool
So
is
I don't
only
need
10
to
feet
travel
away.
10 feet. I feel like I'd start with a can.
Okay.
So I have a way to carry a little bit more
Okay.
paint with me. But so remind me, duck,
Duck,
string,
string, yep.
tennis ball,
Bingo, yep.
pop can.
Yep.
What was the fifth item?
Fifth item was a loaf of bread.
Oh. Loaf of bread could soak. No, a whole loaf of bread. Well, maybe a good strategy. What if you took a whole loaf of bread and you submerged each individual piece? Wait, do I get the bag or is it just the loaf of bread?
Just the loaf of
dang
bread.
it. So if you like
Bag's
soak,
too OP, I
like
feel
if you
like.
soak the pieces and just kind of like throw them, maybe that's 1 hour I could do.
Do you think?
I feel like I bet in a week at an hour a pop, if I just went all bread, straight bread, and just keep like just throwing pieces of bread that are soaked in paint, I feel like I could get a lot of coverage that way. But
Okay.
I'd probably want to start with like the pop can or like a tennis ball or something that I could like throw to keep working on when I've thrown all the bread.
Yeah, because you'd want something you could come back to.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking the popkin one, it seems like a good strategy. But like, I'm thinking, how much of the court you think you could get by that?
I
Like
wonder, because you could get all the like things that are within throwable distance
maybe
for
like
me.
okay,
So I could probably just like throw and kind of slosh the paint
Yeah.
pretty close. I think my second item's got to be string because like I
Okay.
could tie string to like the top of the can.
and then what? You're
The
throwing
tab,
the far one.
I guess.
Okay.
Roll the can out. I don't know how
Roll
to do
it.
it. I don't know. I don't know how to get the paint out. I feel like, what are the dimensions? Like, how wide is a typical basketball court? Because we're talking like professional, right?
Yeah, this is
I'm
a good
thinking,
question.
like-
we usually just shoot out to the chat here. If you
Somebody
guys could tell
Google
us
it.
how big a thing is, I don't know. I'm guessing like I have no idea, like 20 yards wide or something, maybe bigger.
Something, I don't know.
So
Definitely far enough so I can get up to the edge of the like court lines, but that's it, right?
yep.
I'm like, could I poke a hole in a tennis ball and somehow get like fishing line through it?
Oh,
And then,
okay.
like use that like a roller
Would
somehow?
you? Okay, so you'd like toss it and then like, soak
I could
the
like
ball.
pull it back to me. Soak a ball, toss it, pull it back to me.
Okay.
I don't. What would you do with the ducks? Like what is the best way you could utilize a duck? Because I feel like
Yeah.
you just have no control. Well, maybe the tactic is just kind of like those Dawn. You just dunk it in the paint and then let it free, and I just let him do some work there. It's one duck, right?
It's
duck?
one duck, but
Per hour.
Per hour, yeah. I think even though it's random, a duck, if you're dipping a duck in paint, it would soak up a lot of paint.
It
Like
would.
that would be
Those-
more than what you'd work with off like a tennis ball, I think. But it would. There's a random element to it. I guess part of the reason I threw the bread in there was like maybe you'd be able to like control them a little bit with the bread. Or do you
I
think there's just
see.
no chance?
No, maybe. I bet they'd probably come back to you if you had bread.
Okay.
If it's not soaked,
Oh.
if it's not soaked in paint.
Yeah. So you.
That might be a good strategy. Is just go a couple hours. I'll obviously still start with my can to see how much I can do with that. But go a couple hours, get some bread,
Okay.
get it ducker a couple ducks,
Okay.
dunk the ducks, set them free, because that could work too. And I just keep feeding them bread.
Would you like? Do you think this is the strategy
could
you'd fully
throw-
bank on?
What would I go for? I think I would start something. Like, I feel like I'd start with either the ducks or the bread and see how far. And if it didn't feel like it was covering it, then you got to pivot.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, if it's for a week, like if I only had a week to do it, I'm just going to keep barreling through at a strategy until I feel like I've hit a wall. Then try something else.
Okay.
Because you could throw the bread and be like, okay, that quadrant of the court.
Yeah.
And the ducks will go there.
Well, and if you had all it would take is like 5 or 6 hours, you have 5 or 6 ducks.
Yeah.
I feel like that's...
I feel like maybe the ducks and the bread would be the best way to go. And then I have to get something. They're not going to cover 100%. So I feel like you need something to be able to like throw paint where the ducks are missing in the little spots.
What would that something be for you? A tennis ball?
It's either the tennis ball or the paint can, pop can.
What's its functions as a paint can?
Yeah, exactly. It's basically a tiny little. See, I'm nothing is sharp in that. There's nothing sharp enough that I feel like I could get holes in.
You could cut something.
The can.
Yeah.
I just don't think I am strong enough to. I could like step on a can, but then I've just lost the scoopability of a can.
Yeah.
It looks like we got the dimensions of a court.
Oh, there we go. 94 feet by 50 feet is the size of the court.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I definitely feel like I could do it. I feel like it's doable.
Okay, in a week time frame.
A week, yeah.
How hard are you working, you think?
That's the problem. I think that I could do it in a couple days, and I feel like that's not realistic.
Okay.
I don't know. It might. I don't think it would take the whole week, but
would you be?
I'd be putting in like the whole day. Go sleep, come back, start again.
Just wake
but you
up
said I
say.
get to start with each day with all the things I've accumulated.
Everything that you've collected, you get to start with, and anything left on the court, you throw a tennis ball, it's stuck on there, you couldn't get back and get it.
Comes back to you at the end of the next day. Interesting. I almost wonder, and the ducks are obviously fine. Do I like? I'm not gonna. Do I have to eat the bread or anything, or do I get to like leave for a lunch break if I need it?
No, you can eat. Okay. You can go back to your house.
I don't have to like ration bread for myself.
Yeah.
No element like that. Yeah, I think I would try the ducks and the bread.
Okay.
Just have a whole family of ducks.
Okay. So so say the duck strategy, like it starts working, after a couple, like 2 days. Do you just like fully bank and like go all ducks? So by the end you have like 100 ducks?
I feel like a couple days of just ducks, you'd have so many ducks.
Yeah.
Honestly, the hardest part would be getting them to come back to you to put more paint on them.
Yeah. Because, it sounded like at one point you thought about using the bread to get them to retreat, but now you're using the bread as an attack method?
Well,
like go in this section?
So, 2 different ways.
Yeah.
Once they have the paint on them, you throw the bread where you want them to go.
Yeah.
But when you need them to come back to put more paint on, you just hold the bread.
What if they're like full? Like from
then you're lost.
You're
done until those ducks are hungry again. Yeah. Nothing. You're not gonna get anything out of them.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's no way. Do you think there's a way to wrangle a duck?
With the equipment that you can choose from, I could see you maybe using a tennis ball to like try and scare them in a certain direction, or like maybe using the line to like build a leash for them, like you said. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of other uses for the string other than just to be able to draw items back. Like I feel like no, it's just fishing line, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I just dunk that in paint and try to throw it, I feel like paint's not gonna stick to that.
To the tennis ball, you don't think?
No, if I just use the string.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Just string.
What if you combine that with the like you found some way, like you said, poke a hole, put the string through, and then you're using this thing like kind of like I want to say like a mace, but like like the ball swings.
You throw it, pull it back. How much paint? If you were able to poke holes in the ball, like there'd be paint in it too. So could go a little ways.
That could do pretty well, I think. If you could get that to work.
I think honestly, if I could just somehow get a can, maybe I get 2 cans first 2 hours and like cut the top off.
Okay.
I feel like one of the best strategies has got to be just throwing paint as far across the court as I can. Like get a, however many ounces of pop can holds, and then just throw it at the court, hoping that it goes across.
Sure, yeah. Like just like
I feel like with one, and then if there's just like pools of paint all over it, then the ducks are gonna trek the paint everywhere.
Yeah,
then I don't have to worry too much about dunking them. They'll spread it around.
That's pretty good.
That could work.
'Cause
That could work.
Yeah, you could get a lot of wet paint on the floor just with the pop can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're working,
Like
if you're
if I'm
dedicated to
pouring pools of it.
it. Yeah.
I definitely think this is possible. I think
Okay.
that's so possible to do in a week.
Do you think like you could do it then like even less than that? A couple days?
Yeah, I'd be much closer if I only had a couple days.
Okay.
I'd probably be like, I gotta work the full 24 hours.
But if someone like offered you money, it was like, I'm gonna tell you, Jay, put down $1,000, but if you win this, I'll give you $1 million. Would you be like, I'll put down 1,000 to try this?
Yeah.
Are you that confident?
I think
Okay.
I would, but this might just be me like thinking about a court and not actually standing at one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be like really intimidating, but
I don't
no,
know.
I think I would go for it.
You might have a lot of ducks at the end there.
What do I get to keep any of the ducks?
If you want to, sure.
Cool.
Would you?
Party favors. I'll give them out to everyone in my life. Here, you can all have a duck.
But he's gonna be like permanently stained purple. But
Like it'll just be the next Dawn ad, the Dawn dish soap.
Oh,
Here, come
okay.
wash purple paint off the ducks.
there you go.
Make more money off of
Yeah,
that.
you got the extra sponsor. That's
Yeah,
genius.
Dawn will sponsor the whole event.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Either way, win or lose, take care of the ducks at the end.
They have to make sure that the ducks are taken care of. Hopefully, they don't eat the paint. Are these
Yeah.
ducks just like? Is there anything that could happen that a duck might actually ingest paint and die, or are we sure that these ducks are fine?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I didn't even think about that because
Could they run away? Like if the duck just like decided to hightail it out of the court.
Yeah, I was gonna say two questions there. One, I think I have to say you cannot kill a duck.
I wasn't gonna do that.
But part of me is like now wondering like you might accidentally though. Like
Yeah.
if you're throwing bread onto the court where there's paint, they're probably ingesting some paint.
Probably.
I don't know. But I was gonna say for the sake of the question, they can be dunked in paint and like nothing happens to them. They're fine on that because that's like the whole point of having the duck.
Yeah.
But second question you asked there, can they fly away or run away or whatever you want to say? I think I had to say, yeah, you can have some runaway ducks. So it's your responsibility to make sure that they don't go do their own thing.
Can I use any supplies not for painting, but just like, dude, this is totally overestimating my strength. But if I'm like, I could rip the chairs out of the court or something and like build a fence.
I'm going to say no to that. No
Because I
other
can't
abilities,
touch
yeah.
anything else. I have to just wrangle and run around the court stopping ducks from leaving.
You got it. You got it. Or
Okay.
use the string or something in some way to
I don't even know.
create a net for them or a cage or
net.
something. I don't know.
Just a bunch of leashed ducks.
Yeah, there
The
you
leash
go.
might work, but again, they don't wear collars. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just tying fishing line around a duck's neck. That feels so terrible. I don't want to do that.
Lizard Woman, if she was on the podcast, would have just said, yeah.
She would have said, I'm leashing up all of these ducks.
Oh, well, thank you, Jay. So then just to recap there. So you think, yes, you could for sure do it in less than 7 days.
I think.
And it sounds like
I'm
At least-
starting with the pop can, then
Yeah.
I'm going for bread and ducks.
and ducks. And if that seems like it's working, you'll stick with it. And if
Yeah.
it doesn't, you'll like maybe switch gears.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
even know what other gear. The tennis balls and string would be the next best
Only
guess,
option.
and really the only other thing to try.
Okay. All right. Nice, Jay. Well done. That was the first question. Thank you guys for sticking along. Let me make sure the chat doesn't have anything. We got return of Lizard Woman in the chat.
Bring her back.
Lizard Woman's going to be happy about that one. We will have Lizard Woman on the podcast again, so stay tuned for that. That was question one. That was our drawn out one for the day. Now is the time of the show where we typically switch to fast money, except we're kind of experimenting with stuff here on Breaking the Iceberg. This time, so in previous fast money, we've done 3 or 4 quick questions, and I kind of just have you like answer it, and then we just jump to the next one, and I have you answer it. These ones, just with the nature of them, I don't really want to do them like quick like that because some of them take a little more thought, and it's not as easy to just give a quick answer, I think. So what we'll do is it's still going to be 4 questions, but we're just going to go through them like we would a normal question. So I'll just ask it to you, and then we'll just open and dialogue there. And then once we're done with that one, we'll jump to the next one. These ones will be a little bit shorter to spell out than the first one was, and we'll probably carry them a little bit shorter than we let that first conversation go.
Sounds good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, whenever I ask this question, just feel free to ask questions, go into dialogue, give your answer, whatever. All right. Let me get these all pulled up. So we got 4 fast money questions this week. And we will start with number 1 here. Let's see. What did I want to start with? I always make a couple extra questions and then kind of like shave down which ones are the ones worthy of throwing in the show. So, all right, here we go. You have the ability to create a new Slurpee flavor with 1 candy of your choice and 1 item from your fridge. What is the nastiest combo that you could make?
Oh, okay. Circus peanuts. Everybody hates them.
I've never had those, but
They're basically like stale marshmallows with
Okay.
just like a little bit of really bad like ibuprofen orange flavor, like the
Ooh.
children's ibuprofen. Circus peanuts. If anybody likes those, I strongly disagree.
okay.
But something from my fridge, can I include like we definitely have like leftovers that have gone bad. Can I include those?
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
So
But I'll say it has to be like an actual food. Like,
Yes.
It can't just be like leftovers.
no, I have something very specific in mind right now.
Okay.
Circus peanuts
Okay.
combined with our grandmother makes this. She calls it the chicken stuff, but it's like a fiesta chicken. So
Oh,
it's
boy.
chicken, corn, cream cheese, beans, rotel tomatoes, and then like a ranch packet mix. It's definitely like 2 weeks old.
Oh, boy.
So 2-week-old chicken stuff.
Okay.
Circus peanuts,
Circus
Slurpee
peanut.
flavor. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is the worst Slurpee flavor I can think of. Because just corn and beans in a Slurpee sounds terrible.
That
Chunky
would be-
Slurpee
Oh, that would be so nasty. I can't imagine.
with like marshmallow orange flavoring in
Yeah.
there.
I want to try a circus peanut now because I've always seen them, but
Is somebody in the chat saying they like circus peanuts or are they agreeing that they're garbage?
It's circus peanuts with a shocked emoji face.
Oh, okay.
So I think they're on board with you. They would not do that. Would you drink a shot of that Slurpee
No.
for like $100?
Probably, maybe.
feel like
I think
it's
I'd
not
want a
that
little
bad.
more than 100. If I could like try to get a little more money, that's it.
Then you might.
I could think. I mean, there's probably a lot of other horrible combinations you could make,
That's what I'm thinking. Honestly,
like
circus
mustard Reese's, because the
Yeah.
chocolate Slurpee sounds disgusting.
Oh, with the mustard.
Yeah,
though? That would
chocolate
be
mustard
nasty.
Slurpee. We have a dill pickle mustard too, so I could use dill pickle mustard and Reese's peanut butter cups.
That'd be so nasty.
Even worse, the white chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups. 'Cause
Oh.
nobody likes those. Ugh.
Do you think, because for that, like, you're not even picking a bad candy. It's just you're picking a food that no one would want as a Slurpee flavor. And you
Yes.
can combine it with any candy.
Yes.
And it's like, that would suck.
I think pretty much any chocolate candy would make a terrible Slurpee.
Really? Even
you-
if it was like...
Name a chocolate candy that you think would be good as a Slurpee.
I don't know. I just like chocolate. I guess.
Yeah, but not iced liquid
Yeah.
form.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know.
If it was only like, because things I think would be good, like Sour Patch Kids would make. I think they did have a Sour Patch Kids watermelon Slurpee.
I
liked
guess
that one.
But yeah,
so.
let me flip the question real quick. Best combo you could make right now.
Something in my fridge.
Can't already exist as a flavor either.
We
Can't
have, well, then I can't pick the Sour Patch watermelon, but
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
I like sour Slurpees. I don't know if that's like a hot take or something, but the sour one's my favorite. So I might pick another like those sour straws or something.
Okay.
And
And combine
maybe
it with
that'd be
what?
good with. We have orange juice in our fridge, so I'm like maybe some like
Okay.
orange juice and a
Some
sour
orange
candy.
sour straw.
That could be pretty good.
Okay.
That'd be pretty good. There's not a lot in our fridge right now, so I'm
Limited
like eggs.
options.
Like there's a lot of ways that could have gone horrible. Yeah, throw some eggs in there. Ooh, an egg Slurpee would be nasty.
Oh.
Eggs and M&Ms.
Oh, that'd be
Bad
so
Slurpee
nasty.
combo.
That'd be so nasty.
That'd be terrible.
I think that'd be worse than your first one, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Rather than chicken circus peanut
Yeah, I
Slurpee?
think so.
Eggs would be like raw eggs.
Raw
egg
it would be
Slurpee.
rough, dude.
That would be disgusting.
That'd be so
Texture would be horrendous. With the chunky M&Ms in it.
Oh, don't see. Every time I say chunky, I'm like, that's enough for me. All right, next question here. We'll wrap that one up there. Good answer, Jay. Good answer on that one. Number 2. I think this one has a little more thought going into it. This is part of the reason I didn't want to make it fast money. But we got a Survivor-related question for you guys. So Jeff Probst, if you're listening to this, yes, I do want to be put on the show. Check out this question and give me your answer here. All right, so here's the question we got for you. If you had to choose a Disney character to play on the CBS show Survivor in your place. So if they win, you win $1 million. What Disney character would you pick? And you cannot pick a character that is not a human. And any character that you pick that has magical powers, they do not have magical powers for the show.
I guess we're talking just like just a human.
Yeah.
The first thing I think of is Mulan. Like,
Okay.
she did such a good job, like going off to war, pretending to be someone she wasn't. So I'm thinking of all like the winners that are lawyers and have hidden it or whatever. Like,
That's a good one.
like she could definitely do some sneaky undercover work.
And strength too. Like
Oh,
you're probably
she's-
winning challenges.
And personable.
Personable.
She's kind of funny.
That's a good answer, Jay. That's a good answer. Who else is on the possible list here?
Oh man, think people who could win. So you got to think of like people who are really, really good socially, and they have to be human. All the likable people are like all the likable Disney characters are not humans. Like
Yeah.
Baymax,
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
but Baymax can't play.
Yeah.
Baymax would not survive on an island either. I
He
don't
would
think.
be cooked. Yeah.
Too many sharp objects. Other Disney characters. Who comes to your mind?
Man, I don't know.
Humans.
I'm just thinking
I'm like,
well, you can pick like Hercules, but
oh,
you can't
But he's not a.
but he just
a god
loses
or whatever.
the like abilities. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like he still would be like shredded and probably a beast of the challenges, but he couldn't like.
But then he's a threat socially in everyone's mind.
I know.
And they're gonna have to try and take him out.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm with you. Like when I was thinking of answers for this, you can't just pick a lot of the beefy Disney characters because they kind of fill that like.
Mulan is a good like a good heartfelt story too. Because a lot of like when they get like the jury wants to know why they should vote for you as the winner, and people would really like her story.
That's honestly a good point.
Mulan might be that's got to be who I. If you told me I had to put someone in to win for me, I'm full sending on
Wow.
Mulan there. But other people who would be really good, I almost wonder, like if we're talking like, could we do like if I picked Ariel from The Little Mermaid, if she's in human form, she does not talk. So are we talking like in her human form, like I'd be putting in someone who could not speak the entire duration of the show?
Yeah.
That probably
has
doesn't
to
lend
fit.
well to winning.
Yeah. I think yes, in that scenario, that's how that would
How
work.
do you think Aladdin would do on Survivor?
I think he's a
pretty
little
scrappy.
too yeah, he is kind of scrappy, which could benefit him in some ways, but I just feel like he's not very calculated. Like
That's fair.
I don't think his strategy would be great for him. But like he's athletic, you know. He could probably lie and trick some people, but I just don't think he's got the calculated like element to that. I don't know. What do you think?
That makes sense.
You think he has potential?
I think he has some potential, but
Okay.
you might be right. He might backstab somebody too fast.
Yeah.
And then if he betrays somebody, he'll be out of all the alliances, you know.
Exactly.
Not trustworthy guy.
It's risky.
He could be. Jasmine could be a good one though. Same movie. Jasmine could be decent.
Okay. Yep. I could see that.
I'm trying to think of other like who would be good in that if thrown onto an island. Even who would just be good surviving. Merida from Brave.
Yeah.
She's used
She's
to putting up with
level-headed.
chaos.
Yeah. Puts up with chaos. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is good at like accuracy challenges. Probably.
Yeah. True.
Only based on the archery.
True.
But...
She could. I've never seen an archery challenge, but
yeah.
maybe that'll translate some weird way or something. Who knows?
Do you think like, say this were real and you were able to enter Mulan, do you think like genuinely you'd have a decent shot at winning?
I do.
Yeah.
That is the first person who comes to my mind.
I'm impressed, Jay, because that one I was like, it's gonna take a second for her to like come up with something, but it's a good question. But you just like got that.
Do we have any people suggesting things in the chat?
Yeah, what do we got in the chat?
Troy Bolton? Hold the phone.
Wait,
I was not thinking Disney Channel.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't either. But do you think Troy Bolton would be good?
Oh, honestly, no. People would think he's a comp threat, but I'm like, would he be?
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. I'm with you. I don't think maybe good in the challenges. I don't think he's got social game, man.
Maybe. He'd be too much of like the ladies' man, maybe.
Yeah, he'd be flirting it up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would end up in a showman's?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, who we got here? No one survives like Gaston. That's what we got in the chat here.
That
He'd
is
be all right.
Gaston would be good. Oh, someone else agreed on Mulan. Yes,
Yeah,
shout out. That's
Mulan.
Lizard Woman right there.
Yep. We got Tarzan. Actually,
Hold
though,
up. Tarzan's gonna be, I can't remember his name, but Tarzan's gonna be that person on the tribe that like provides for everybody, and everybody needs him around because he's the only one who knows how to do everything on the island. He's gonna put together your shelter, he's gonna find your food, he's gonna be the one who knows how to make the fire, and then post-merge, people would be like, Tarzan's gotta go.
Yeah, he would be good though. Like he'd definitely really make it far, but
I don't think he's winning.
He doesn't have the strategy element to it necessarily, I don't think. But
he's got the winner's story though.
Yeah.
Being abandoned and everything.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, we should let him win. We got to give him the win here. But I don't think he'd make it to the finals.
Okay. Respect. Okay. And then we've got Milo Atlantis or Ben Treasure Planet. I don't know those movies. Is Milo the main guy from Atlantis? Or is
you're asking the wrong person, unfortunately, but I'm pretty sure you're right.
Okay. We're both in the same boat here.
But we got Little Viking Boy from High School Musical as well. The very you have no idea who that is, do you?
I have zero clue who Little Viking Boy
Probably
is.
most people who watched High School Musical wouldn't know either.
Okay.
It's a very niche choice. Yeah, no.
Do they have a shot or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. We'll wrap that one up here just because we got two more to get to here. But that was good, Jay. You jumped on that one real well. All right, here we go. I forgot to put this one in there. Assuming you have access to unlimited mayonnaise and a full-size adult giraffe, how long would it take you to fully cover the giraffe in mayonnaise? You have nothing else except the mayonnaise and the giraffe.
And is the giraffe willingly letting me do this?
No.
It's gonna take me forever.
Okay,
so like
forever?
it's not raining, right? So it's not gonna get washed off.
It's not raining. We'll say it's even indoors, so it will stay for multiple days.
I have to cover it head to toe.
Head to toe.
Do I have any like tools or any do I have like a ladder? Like how am I gonna get the top of the giraffe's head because I can't climb it?
That's a good question. So when you start, all you have is the mayonnaise and the giraffe. From that starting point, you can go do whatever you want, buy whatever you want.
Okay.
Do anything.
I feel like I'm going and getting one of those motorized lifts things.
Okay.
So I can like stop it at any height I want.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to go buy whatever giraffes eat.
Okay.
What are they?
Like lettuce or some kind of leaves
or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy that because there's no way that giraffe's gonna like sit still enough. Oh, how long would it take me? I'm kind of like similar to the basketball train. I'm thinking maybe a week.
Okay. Okay.
Would it take me a full week? I'm like, I don't think I could do it in 24 hours. Maybe I could if I worked the full 24 hours. The problem is how long is it going to take me to go acquire the things I would need to be able to.
Well, how much?
I'm terrified to get its feet. I'm probably going to get a lift and giraffe food to start and hope that could get me a ways.
Okay.
Oh, you said I have unlimited mayonnaise.
Unlimited mayonnaise, yep.
What's the best method? Because originally I was picturing like scoop hand onto giraffe.
You can do that.
But I feel like if I could find a better way, like get a giant brush and just brush mayonnaise onto the giraffe.
Oh boy, like a little roll.
That is a sentence I didn't think I'd say today.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. Dip a paint roller and some mayonnaise, put it on the giraffe.
Get a paint roller of mayonnaise. That's a good one because I could reach probably most of its legs.
Okay.
From the ground.
Are you concerned for your safety at all?
Yeah. The feet? Doing its feet? Yeah.
Okay. Are you concerned that the giraffe's moving at all? Like I'm not saying like a little bit, but like getting out the way and stuff. Like if you start, is it gonna like smell this and be like, I don't like what you're doing to me kind of thing? Probably. Or is it gonna care? Okay, define the indoors. If it were indoors, like I was picturing a small enough room that it could move a little bit, but what is the indoor situation looking like? Yeah, I'm picturing like it's like a box, like a cube of a room. Okay. And it's like 20 yards by 20 yards. So maybe like 30 yards by 30 then yards. I'm definitely going to somehow have to acquire a lift because like you couldn't move on those things. So if the giraffe tries to go to the other corner, I'll just turn it on and I'll move over and follow it over there. Do you think like You can just operate that, or do you think you have to get a
Probably.
license for that? You think you might just be able to
You know
rent
what?
it and
If
be
it's
good?
illegal, I'll do it illegally.
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa! You didn't hear that here.
What if I like went super crazy and tried to get one of those construction, what is it, that has like the big trough on the front, and I could just go fill the whole trough with mayonnaise and just dump it on the giraffe. Like if I got the like digging equipment, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
One of
got
those
what you're
big,
saying.
I wish I knew terms of those big type of construction trucks, but if I got one of those, the tall ones, the ones that you play with the tiny version in the sand when you were a kid, that thing, and just picked up a huge scoop of mayonnaise and dropped it on the giraffe, how effective would that be?
I feel like that could be effective, but I don't think that would reach the height of the giraffe, personally.
One of the ones that's like really maybe you're right.
I don't know. I don't
maybe
really know
I do that for
well.
its body.
Yeah, I think you could hit the body pretty well with that.
But the top of the head, I feel like you're right, that's gonna be too short.
Yeah.
But then for the head, I'll have to use mayonnaise. I can't thin it down, right?
No.
Because I'm like, what if I like tried to get like a hose?
Oh.
hose? And I spray mayonnaise out of the hose, because that could work pretty well.
Okay. If you could, I don't know how you
Honestly, now I'm all in on this mayonnaise hose idea.
Okay.
I might go mayonnaise hose.
That would be, I don't understand like how you'd actually do that, but.
True.
Because you can't water it down. But there probably is some kind of way. I mean, there's got to be stuff out there where like people have hoses for like chemicals or other kind of liquids that they use.
Yeah, I just have to get to Googling, find something out.
Down.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so say you get the hose. I would imagine if you go the hose scenario, most of the work is up front in getting the hose. And by the time you have the hose, I mean, it's probably only taking you what? How long do you think it would take to spray this giraffe?
I feel like it could go pretty fast, especially if I also got the lift so that I could be above it, like spraying down at it.
Yeah.
And then, because I don't know how, giraffes are really tall.
Oh, yeah.
What is this question? Does the giraffe have to be alive by the end?
Honestly, that is a question worth asking. I will say yes, the giraffe does have to be alive at the end. That's a good question, Chad.
Valid question, too. Can the giraffe lick the mayo off?
That's a valid question. I'm going to say it could lick the mayo off, in which case that doesn't count as a space that the mayo has been hit. So it has to be full. It has to be 100% mayoed out. So
would a giraffe like the mayonnaise? That's the real question here.
I'm thinking no,
I feel like it would not.
I don't think a lot of giraffes have tried, so who knows?
Maybe this may be the first giraffe to ever try mayonnaise.
Maybe.
You're
gonna blow his mind. All right, we'll wrap that one up. Actually, I actually want to get like a rough timeline. If you could just answer that one roughly.
How long do I think it would take? You know what? I'll say give me 4 days.
Wow. Okay. 4 days.
Because I'm gonna have to acquire a hose.
Fair enough. And then
first day to acquire stuff. Honestly, if you're asking me to really push the limits, I could probably do it in 3. The 4th day was to pad my time.
Okay. Just to be safe there. I got you. Nicely done.
I don't want to fail.
I got you. Yeah. We don't want that around here on Breaking the Iceberg. No. Good answer, Jay. Good answer. All right. On to the very last one. Are we ready?
Indeed.
All right. Here we go. You are doing a party animal walkathon in which you have 1 hour to walk a bunch of animals on leashes 1 mile. Every animal has to be a different animal, and you get $10,000 for each different animal you do. But you're traveling as a pack with them all on leashes.
Oh, I only get 1 shot.
1 shot, yep. How many animals could you do, and what would your animal layout be?
Okay, so a 1 mile walk.
Yep.
They all have to come with me.
Yep.
And when you say different animals, different types, like
so like it can't be a different breed of a dog.
That was my
dog
question.
Is one of your options.
Can I do different breeds? And so how much money was it per animal?
10,000.
Ooh, okay. And we're on leashes, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have a leash accommodated to the length of whatever animal.
Yeah.
What animal? Okay, I think my strategy, they've all got to be animals that are smaller than me. I don't realistically think I could do a bigger than me animal. Yeah. Like, at most, maybe a horse, if it was already do I get to choose? Like, can I make sure it's a domesticated horse? Like somebody's pet?
Yeah, sure, yeah. We'll say
because then maybe I could do 1 horse and then small animals. No, I feel like small animals is the way to go. And just because this is going to sound really bad, But if I just got all like hamster, guinea pig, I could kind of drag them 1 mile.
This is what I was
Can they
gonna
get
say.
out?
Can I add another stipulation in here? None of them can be injured by the end of the walk or die.
Oh no.
If they are, you don't get any money.
And I have to make sure they're staying alive because like a hamster might just die anyways.
Yeah.
Because they just I don't know, spooked or something weird like that. Can they get out of the leashes? Like, do I have to make sure they're walking? Or do they have to be compliant also?
We'll say for this scenario, there's a special leash for each of the animals that makes it so that they can't escape the leash for the most part.
Okay.
Compliant is I think
like could I just pick the leash up or they have to walk the whole mile?
They have to walk. I'll say you have to walk, yeah.
Can a hamster? I guess a hamster, they run on those wheels. There's no way a hamster can't travel a mile.
But a mile?
I mean, think about how they run on those wheels so long. They could do a mile.
I don't know. Think about how slow they would move, though.
I honestly feel like a cat would be really hard to get to walk a mile, too. Honestly, yeah.
Huh.
And they have to be uninjured.
Uninjured, yeah.
Okay, dog and cat feel like really easy options. I feel like small things. I feel like I'd go with a rat. Feels pretty safe. And you said I'm able to access any animal. I'm like, would a capybara willingly walk a mile with me?
Oh, I bet you, yeah.
I bet they could. A penguin.
A penguin?
It's the logo. How could I not pick a penguin?
That's true. A penguin ain't gonna fail
now I'm thinking other birds.
Yeah.
But they have to walk. Like a chicken would probably walk with me. Oh, okay. Now I have to pick how many I think I could realistically do.
I think I have to ban birds that fly.
Okay.
Fully fly.
So, chicken and a penguin I could take with me though.
Yeah. I'll let you take a chicken or a penguin.
This is going to be a slow walk.
Yeah. You only have a mile or an hour. Sorry, an hour to do the mile.
That's a whole hour though.
That's a whole hour. I don't think a
1
hamster's
mile.
making it across though.
Okay, I'll do a rat, a dog, a cat. I think I could get a chicken and a penguin to cross.
Wow, and that whole squad you could do together?
I think so.
Do you think?
Because again, if they can't get out of the leashes, I think I could do it, and I think that we could make it there uninjured.
Okay, so that's 5 then. Is that what you labeled there?
Chicken, penguin, dog, cat, capybara, rat. 6. I'll go 6.
Okay. Do you think? Because this is another factor that plays in. Animal interaction here. Is the dog gonna be fine with the rat and the penguin? Is he gonna be all right?
Do I get to like pick?
You can
pick
what
dog?
Yeah, you can pick a dog.
I could definitely find a dog that's chill enough around other animals.
Yeah,
I think I could.
Do you think you could do that for like a rat? Or I guess a rat's not gonna be.
I feel like the rat's not gonna go after anything. I think that the chicken could be really unpredictable. Honestly, that might be tricky. Someone thinking I should take an emu here? Is that what I'm seeing?
An emu.
Interesting.
Oh, good question from the
take
chat.
A fish.
Do insects count?
Oh,
I'm gonna have to say,
dude,
no, because they also fly. I'll say if they fly, no.
But like you said, getting an ant to walk a mile in an hour would be really hard. Like,
yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be.
There's no way.
That and yeah, an ant leash. How's that happening?
It's just a tiny little.
Just this little string.
Okay, let's see. Can you stack animals? I'm gonna say no.
You said they have to walk themselves. They have to walk the whole.
They have to walk for the entire.
That's why the small animal. I feel like the rat could do it, but you're right. Small animals trying to make it that far, they're not gonna keep walking. At a certain point, I literally am dragging them.
Yeah.
And if that's not allowed,
do you think, like a penguin, you could even like direct, like
with a leash on?
With a leash on, you think you'd be good? Come on.
I think so. It'd have to be I have never seen, like, other than the zoo, which they're so far away, I have never obviously seen a penguin up close. I have no gauge for how big a penguin actually is, but I feel like if I'm yanking it, it'd walk.
Okay.
But I have no clue.
Okay, so you'd go for 6 then.
I think I'd try for 6, and I might play around with which animals, but like that kind of group
would be what it would end up looking
something
like.
Small. I might even have to think about more like chill animals.
Okay.
Like but capybara feels like it'd be pretty chill.
Yeah, capybara I think would be good. I feel like the penguin would be a little slow, but you can't hate on the penguin.
No, you gotta pick
a penguin. Hate on the penguin.
How could I not pick a penguin?
Thank you. We appreciate it over here, breaking the iceberg. Good. Okay, so you go for 6. All right.
I think 6.
That's a good. We'll lock that in for the final question of the day. Nicely done, Jay. Thank you for coming on today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 6 of Breaking the Iceberg. That's pretty much a wrap this week. We'll see you guys. We'll probably shoot another episode in, I'd say like a week or two. We'll put another one out there. But yeah, thank you, Jay, for coming on. Is there anything else you want to say to the crowd?
No rage baiting really from me, but you know what? Thank you for having me. That's what I'll say.
That's good, Jay. I appreciate you coming on. And if you would ever want to come back on, always let me know. We're going to have more episodes come in the future. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you next time.